Well, the party wouldn't be a party without Jean-Philippe here. Sir, thank you very much for being here today.
My pleasure.
And thank you for throwing this soiree. This is a legendary soiree here in New York City.
I don't know if it's a legendary. It's really some soiree that we are doing every year.
Yes.
To launch our campaign for the touristical season and to present the new events of France for the year to come.
Now, it's the French Tourism Development Authority, right? Did I say it right?
Yeah, exactly.
I did my homework. No cue cards, not one. Now listen, thank you. Yeah. Now, when you're dealing with 10 million people here, just in the New York City metro area alone, and you set out to say, how are we going to bring people to our country? Because it's very, New Yorkers love to come to Europe. How are we going to get them to France? What are those questions you ask? What are the answers you've come up with?
Well, the thing is to give the people the desire to come to Paris and to give them some good reason to come. And especially showing that Paris it's really some actual place, some place where the things are happening.
So you say, now I like this concept because it's not about an idea. There is an idea,
concrete,
but it's very concrete. I like that a lot.
It's what we call in French effet dîner en ville. The dinner in town effect.
Got it.
You see, you have to create an image where the people is speaking to his neighbor at the table and say, I'm going to Paris. Wow, you are going to Paris.
Very nice.
So you have to show that something is happening.
That's a good point.
You see, France normally we have a very traditional image.
Yes.
Yes, French is fabulous, but I have time to go. You see, it's not for me now. It's later. And
right.
No, France is now. Things are happening. France is fun. Right. And you have a lot of things to see now.
Give me an example, if you don't mind me asking.
Yeah, well, this year you have a lot of things happening. You have the 50th anniversary of the Jazz Festival in Antibes. You have a fabulous Impressionism exhibition in Rouen. Mm-hmm. And Americans are crazy with painting. It's incredible. The level of cultural sensibility of the American people.
How do you describe the French experience for somebody that's never been there? I was there the first time. My first visit was earlier last year. How do you describe it to somebody that hasn't been? That's considered, they say, listen, we can do Ireland, we can do London, we can do Paris. You say, you come for this reason. There's an intangible there, don't you think?
I think it's a cultural experience, really.
It really is.
It's a key point, you see. And I think for somebody who belongs to the Western world, to go to France and to feel France and to live France is really a part of your own culture.
Yes.
Even if you don't know. But
that's very true. Yeah, that's a good point.
Same thing that if you have to go, it's the same thing for us to go to Italy. Yeah. See, I don't think you can belong to the Western world and not go to France and not to live France, not to live Italy for the same reason.
That makes a lot of sense. And if we switch a little bit to, it's easy to fly into Paris, but the other point is it's easy to get around within the country no matter where you want to go.
Yeah, whatever kind of comparing to the United States, we are smaller than Texas, you see. So when you are in Paris, you are it's a maximum 3 hours by train, by the high-speed train. Yeah. You can go to Marseille in 3 hours, you can go to Lille in 1 hour, you can go to Reims in 1 hour and a half. So you can go anywhere.
If you don't mind me asking, because there's only a few of you that exist in this world, what makes your job difficult?
The cliché sometimes.
Really?
Yeah. Because a lot of people, the clichés, they have a positive and a negative side.
I suppose that's true.
So it's positive because you know that France is fabulous, France is culture and so on.
Yeah.
And at the same time it's very negative because you think that French people don't speak English.
Right.
They are arrogant, it's expensive. They don't like Americans.
I think you just described New York City, really. I think, really.
Normally, it's all the big capitals.
Right.
You see, if you go inside France, you want to go in France, the deep France, you will see very different people. People who have time, who like foreigners, who like to discuss with you.
Yeah.
And I think when you want to discover a country, the biggest difference are not in the capital. As you said, New York, Paris, sometimes we have a lot of similarity.
That's very true.
But if you go in a small, I am from the center of France, for example. Okay. If you go in my village, this you don't have in the United States.
It's different. But you still must do it. You still must see Paris. You still must see New York.
You must run around the cliché. Especially the first trip.
Absolutely.
It's lovely to find all the cliché about New York, about Paris.
Of course. That's what makes it fun.
Yeah, that's
Thank
right.
you for this. Very much so.
Merci.
Appreciate that. We'll be right back. Stay with us.